Welcome to the news, where we bring you the biggest stories happening right now. We start with the Philadelphia 76ers facing a tough challenge in their playoff series against the New York Knicks. The team is currently down 2-0, and the critical question hanging in the air is what drastic changes the Philadelphia 76ers must make if Joel Embiid remains sidelined for the upcoming game. We dive into how the team is managing the lineup and the pressure mounting as they head back to Philadelphia in desperate territory.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we look at the Philadelphia 76ers' internal assessment of their performance and the signs they have that they can fight back in this series against the New York Knicks. Despite the tough loss, the team showed stellar defensive diligence in Game 2, but they struggled with execution in the fourth quarter without Joel Embiid. We examine what head coach Nick Nurse said about the team's spirit and what specific moments showed they still have the capability to turn the tide. We shift focus now to the atmosphere surrounding the Knicks and the players involved. We hear what Sochan said after playing just 1 minute and scoring 0 points as he tried to talk trash to VJ Edgecombe following the buzzer. This segment explores the strange and overeager culture surrounding the Knicks fanbase and how that energy is reportedly influencing the players on the court. And finally, we look ahead to Game 3 as the series shifts back to Philadelphia, and we explore the speculation around a potential Knicks takeover. We examine the situation surrounding Joel Embiid's plea to the 76ers fans and the current resale market for Game 3 tickets. Stay with us right now for the full breakdown and don't miss a second of the action. The Philadelphia 76ers face a critical juncture in their playoff series against the New York Knicks after suffering a 0-2 deficit, highlighted by a tough Game 2 loss on Wednesday. The absence of Joel Embiid, sidelined due to injury, forced the team into a desperate strategic pivot. For Game 2, the 76ers opted to start Drummond, a decision that proved problematic, as the veteran struggled offensively and faced significant defensive pressure from Karl-Anthony Towns. Off the bench, Dominick Barlow provided a positive spark, scoring 6 points and making a notable defensive impact. Head coach Nick Nurse is now reportedly contemplating a lineup change, suggesting Barlow be moved into the starting 5 and Drummond benched if Embiid continues to miss time. This tactical shift comes as statistical concerns mount regarding Drummond's performance. Tommy Beer highlighted that in the 116 minutes Drummond played this postseason, the Sixers allowed 124.8 points per 100 possessions, ranking him as having the worst individual defensive rating among all players still active in the 2026 playoffs. Barlow, meanwhile, has shown promise, displaying solid interior defense and versatility crucial against the Knicks' strategy of exploiting mismatches against big men. On the Knicks' side, OG Anunoby is dealing with an apparent leg injury, which could offer the 76ers a potential equalizer if Embiid remains sidelined. The series moves to Philadelphia for Game 3, scheduled for Friday evening. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The Philadelphia 76ers faced a tough challenge in Game 2 of their second-round playoff series against the Knicks, ultimately falling to a 108-102 defeat. Despite a strong defensive effort and competitive spirit in the game, the Sixers failed to convert opportunities in the final quarter, leaving them with a sense of missed potential. /and head coach Nick Nurse acknowledged the team's defensive performance, stating, "We played good enough defense to win that game, especially in the fourth quarter. What was it? 19 points for the Knicks in the fourth. You've got to hope you can score more than 20 in a quarter." The team's scoring in the final period was notably low, with only 12 points scored, including 4 for 19 from the floor and 1 for 10 from three-point range. /and star player Paul George struggled significantly in the closing minutes, going scoreless and missing all 5 of his field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. "Good looks," George commented in the visiting locker room, noting, I thought we just ran out of gas. We got a little flat. We got some pretty good looks, for the most part. We just didn't knock M down. And the fatigue and lack of finishing were apparent across the roster, as evidenced by lower minutes played by key players in the final stretch. Tyrese Maxey, who played nearly 47 minutes, and Paul George logged 43 minutes in the contest. Nurse defended the heavy minutes load, emphasizing player commitment, stating, "Those guys, not only did they play lots of minutes, but they played hard at both ends. And there was a lot going on, a lot of pressure on them and stuff, and I commend their effort. All we needed were one or two wide-open makes. Just one or two to at least get it down to the end where we'd have a chance." And Maxey's performance was marred by turnovers, posting 26 points on 9 for 23 shooting, 6 assists, and 6 giveaways. Maxey admitted to struggling with New York's defensive schemes, stating, "They did a good job of taking away certain passes that I like to make when I get trapped. And then there were a couple of times we didn't execute our trap offense. The trap came, I tried to advance past it, and the advance outlet didn't come up, and now I'm stuck in the air. I've got to do a better job of just dragging it out and being more poised." And Dominick Barlow emerged as a second-half highlight, providing an intelligent, versatile performance with 6 points on 3 for 3 shooting, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal in 16 minutes. Barlow reinforced his case for remaining a key rotation piece for Game 3. And despite the loss, Paul George expressed a belief in the team's ability to rebound, concluding, "We had a chance to steal a game here. They did a good job. Our job is to go home and win on our floor, keep the series alive. We do understand that at some point, we're going to have to steal one here." A commentary piece published on May 7, 2026, critiques the fan base and culture surrounding the New York Knicks, suggesting they are characterized by overeagerness and a lack of deep basketball knowledge. The author, Matt Schultz, describes the fan base as strange, hyper-focused on free agents, and exhibiting behavior likened to corny clown weirdo non-hooper stuff, comparing their viewing habits to toddlers watching WrestleMania. The piece argues there is a fundamental disconnect between how the fans behave and what is happening on the court. The commentary draws a parallel between the fans' behavior and the actions of players, citing an instance where Jeremy Sochan, who played only 1 minute and scored 0 points in a Knicks victory, was observed talking trash to VJ Edgecombe after the buzzer. This incident is framed as an example of the baffling behavior influencing the players. Schultz reflects on a recent series against the Boston Celtics, noting that while the comeback was special, he now anticipates the Sixers winning the series, suggesting a shift in his expectations for the team's performance. Philadelphia basketball fans are buzzing with speculation following a recent development concerning the Philadelphia 76ers, with whispers of a potential New York Knicks takeover circulating in the resale market for Game 3. This speculation follows recent public appeals and discussions surrounding the team's future direction. Meanwhile, in a separate development, St. Mary's Regional Health System has marked a significant achievement in medical innovation. 1 year ago, the system introduced robotic-assisted surgery, successfully bringing advanced, minimally invasive surgical technology to patients throughout the River Valley. The program has since experienced steady growth, expanding its reach and commitment to providing cutting-edge care locally. This expansion underscores a continued focus on enhancing patient outcomes through technological advancement in regional healthcare.